Hello and welcome to the Archie Luxury program. I've got a treat for you today. I'm doing Archie Luxury Undercover. That's right. What I've done is I've gone through the newspaper and I've found a small classified ad where the guy has put there wanted to buy Omegas, Rolexes, working or broken. You know, he's put an ad in there, wanted to buy watches. So I've decided I'll give him a ring for an undercover story. Now, to set the scene up, I need to have some stock that I'm prepared to sell him. So I've got a mid-90s Rolex Explorer 2 white dial. Now, the reason I've chosen this piece is because the white dial would tell him exactly when it's from. It would tell him it's sapphire. Mid-90s would tell him everything about the piece. And I've also got an Omega Speedmaster Professional Man on the Moon manual wind with the 861 movement. Again, that would tell him exactly what sort of piece it is, and I'm mentioning to him that they've both been recently serviced, and the dial's nice and the bezel's nice. So it's going to give him, you know, any watch trader worth his salt would know those two pieces. They would know what sort of money you got to pay for them. So I've what I'm going to do is you're going to hear this conversation. Now, I'm very sorry the sound's a bit low, but it is well worth the wait. And he's a slippery professional. He's a professional. He seems to know a lot about them, except when I ask him what would he be prepared to pay, he gets all, it depends on condition, I'll have to see it, there's a box and papers. He throws up every smoke screen in the book. He's a professional, and as I've said before in another video, if you're buying goods, you always need to ask the person, how much do you want? Because there's a chance you could get it low. And he's definitely not going to help us out with the pricing. So have a listen to this, and let this be a warning to all the people who see these ads. Don't ring these fuckers up, because they're dishonest pricks. So let's have a listen to this recording here. G'day, just ringing about the ad in the paper. Yeah. I just wondered what you'd sort of pay. I've got a Omega Speedmaster Professional, and I've also got an Explorer 2 Rolex.
Depends on what year the Explorer is. What year would they be? Would they be a 321 Speedmaster or 861 or 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000?
I think the Speedmaster is an 861 movement. It's from the 80s, but it's just had a service in the last 6 months.
Right, okay.
It's got the brace. Yep.
Does it have a box paper and everything?
I've got the box, but I don't have the papers for it.
Okay, did you buy new or second hand?
I was my father's. I sort of got it given to me. It's nice. It's in nice condition. I mean, it's been worn, but the dial's nice, and the bezel bit that's quite nice as well there.
Okay, so you said it's an 80s.
Yeah.
Okay, and an Explorer 2, what year would that be? Makes a massive difference on the price of the year of an Explorer 2s. It's an orange hand, 84 or something like 82, 83 years. It's worth in the thousands.
Yeah. It's a white dial one from I think the mid-90s, I'd say.
Okay, yeah, so it's I just thought it might have been they call them orange hand. Steve McQueen one was there about 15,000. So it's it's a newer type.
Yeah.
Is that box of papers?
No. It's just a watch.
Okay. Well, obviously, depending on what you were asking for. they normally say, oh, what can you pay me for it? I don't know, it's got sentimental values with water use. Some people pick them up for the garage sale and they pay $20 for it and they're happy to get 100, you know what I mean? Some people it's got sentimental values with more than you can buy them anywhere else. You know what I mean? It just depends on the person.
Sure. It's just been serviced in the last couple of months as well. The Explorer. It's as I said, it's 20 odd years old, but it's a nice. There's no chips in the crystal. You know, it's a reasonably good watch. That there, the Explorer 2.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure they are. Well, it depends on what you want it for. I don't know, ask people. Some people get upset.
Sure.
And they won't talk to you anymore.
Yeah.
People are happy to get.
Yeah, what do you sort of pay? So, you know, based, I mean, obviously you'd have to see them, but what would you sort of pay for a decent Explorer 2?
I haven't bought any. See, I bought an old Submariner.
Yeah.
What to pay? Well, it depends. They all vary because there's
Sure.
some Submariners should be worth what a Submariner is. Some Submariners are worth 60, 70 grand. Some are worth 1,500.
Sure.
It depends on the condition and what model they are.
Sure.
Did you have an idea what you wanted?
Well, I was hoping to get an idea from you. I mean, you're the expert on this thing.
Well, it depends on it's hard for them to see it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Depends on the condition. Some people say it's this, and it depends if it's a tritium dial or if it's a kind of this aluminum dial, or it's it just depends on what it is. It's hard to say without seeing it. Normally, I like to ask people roughly what they'd want for it, so I know if I'm wasting my time or not, or you're wasting.
Sure. Well, I mean, what would you sort of what do you pay for it then? Okay. I mean, you tell me, which one is better, the Speedy or the Explorer 2? Which one is more your?
It's better than the Explorer 2. I collect the Speedmaster when it comes to value. The Explorer 2 is a bit more than the Speedmaster any day of the week.
Sure. So what would your starting figure be? Worst case scenario, say.
I don't know. It's hard to say. I normally got the. What would you want for it? I mean, for a pair or it depends. I mean, would you be happy getting for the pair of them together or on their own? I mean, it's got sentimental values.
Well, it doesn't. They do and they don't. But I mean, you tell me, are we talking hundreds or are we talking 1,000?
No, we're not talking hundreds. We're talking thousands, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah.
On their own, we would more than hundreds. So, what would you? I don't know. What would you? Would you be happy to get for the pair or on their own?
Yeah, well, I haven't really started doing much research there, you know. I was just sort of, I just saw your ad in the paper and I thought I'd give you a ring there. I mean, I don't really know. I mean, I don't specialise in that, you know. I had these for a while and I want to get out of it a bit, you know. I got a tag for myself now, so I don't really wear these ones and I just wanted to get some money out for them, you know.
Right, okay. What would you be happy with a pair, cash? I mean, I'd be interested in buying a pair. It's just I've got a few other people that called me last week, and I was making up my mind which one to buy, because I've had a fair few calls from different people of different things. Now you called me, so it's... Yeah, another guy was going to bring his stuff around.
Sure.
This morning, he's coming from, I think from Mandurah or Bunbury or something. He had a collection of his father's or something. It's got some quite interesting stuff, and he was going to bring that down because he needed the money to pay for behind his mortgage or something. So I've taken that money for that. So it depends on what you want.
Yeah. Well, I was hoping to get a bit of an idea from what sort of figure you'd be willing to pay there.
I'll pay them 1,000 for the pair.
Yeah. Like sort of $2,000, $3,000.
Yeah. They're looking at it. It's hard to say what they're looking at it. Some people say, oh, well, you said you're going to pay this one. I've come so far.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't like saying it. Some people come like this. They say,
No.
I pay this for it. I don't like doing it because you turn up.
Yeah.
Some of it's not as good condition as what they think it's a good condition. But when you look at it, maybe you look at the difference of opinion. And then they get upset because they come a distance and you promise to do that.
Sure. Yeah, no, that's okay. I might put them on eBay. I think that might be a better stick for me.
Yeah, with eBay, it's just, a friend of mine does that. He bought some bits and pieces and he didn't like it, put it on eBay, but then people that complain that they haven't got the watch in time, or there's something wrong with it, or you never told me you had this wrong with it, or scratch it's running slow and they're not keeping time. You either take it back and fix it, regulate it, or have a service and send it back to me, or refund my money, or all right. Yeah. What did you want for them anyway? What would you be happy to get for them? I mean, rather than you put it on eBay, I can buy it today cash. I mean, rather than you mucking around. Well, that's up to you anyway. If you think you can want them on the internet, that's up to you. It's just if you just tell me what you want for them, what you'd be happy to get for them.
Well, I was hoping to get around the 5 mark, really.
For the pair. Yeah, depending. The Explorer 2 doesn't have a box of papers. Explorer 2 box of papers, depending on the condition also, and the speed mask depending on the condition. Yeah, probably around the $4,000 mark I'd be interested. Okay. And then again, if you put it on eBay, you got to pay 12%. You got to pay like an option, or there's an option. You have to pay them a fee. Also, you have other bits and pieces where they take money from you. I don't know how much. Yeah, I'll be willing to pay around the 4,000 mark.
So it sounds like I should be buying from you. Have you got anything for sale?
I don't know. I'm buying like collect. Depending on what it is, I suppose. But sometimes when I buy a whole collection of little pieces.
I mean, you sound like a fucking shark, to be honest with you. I mean, fuck me dead, you know. I ring up, you know, you got no idea on price. You're as fucking sharp as they come, you know.
What do you want for a fucking $1 million? Only an Explorer 2.
You're as fucking slippery as they come, you know.
You should tell me that to my face. I'll fucking forget off you dumb shit. Slippery as they come. Well, who the fuck are you?
You know, the Explorer 2 is worth, you know,